Hi, everyone. Good morning and welcome to the Waterloo 2020-2021 Consumer Choice Award launch webinar. My name is Jack McFadden and I'm the president of Consumer Choice Award. I am absolutely delighted to be here on this call today. I personally wish it was our normal in-person event where we could feel the energy and really tell you in person about our company, but we're all adapting during COVID-19. And we feel this is the best way we can at this particular time to get you together and talk about our company and about yourself. So my role over the next 45 minutes is going to be to really tell you about our company, tell you about how we found you, and really talk about what we think potentially an association with Consumer Choice Award could do for your company. So without further ado, I'm going to turn off my camera and I'm going to talk about our presentation. So just give me 1 second here for logistics. And we'll go to here. And use slideshow. Okay, so that should do it. Okay, so I got the thumbs up from my helper. And so Consumer Choice Award. So as mentioned, really what I'd like to do, I'd like to approach these things as if I were in the audience because, we've invited you to this webinar. I would be asking myself the question, who are these folks? What do they do? And can they help me? So really, if I do that over the next 45 minutes, I've done my job. So Consumer Choice Award. If you take away 3 things from this meeting, it would be the following. We are a company that rewards consumer preferred businesses. That's a very key statement. We find those consumer preferred businesses through use of third-party selection partners. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that to make sure you understand how we found you. And then lastly, and we make no bones about it, we're a marketing company. We're a marketing company that is designed specifically to help consumer preferred businesses let other consumers and other businesses know that you are in fact the consumer preferred business in your business category. So really, I think if I were to pick one word that it all comes down to, Consumer Choice Award exists really for the word trust. Because trust is really what is at the core of a sales transaction. In a perfect world, everybody that would come into your business would go and tell 10 to 15 of their closest family and friends about your award-winning company. Frankly, if that happened every single time, you wouldn't need to be on this call. So I guess in some odd way, I'm kind of glad it doesn't exist. But what Consumer Choice Award does is it enables you to play right outside of that sphere. We cannot replicate 10 to 15 family and friends coming into your business and then telling others about it. That's the highest level of trust you can achieve. Where we play is right outside of that sphere. We hire companies to poll and talk to consumers and ask consumers who they feel are the best at what they do. What that does for you is it enables you to take yourself out of what businesses always do. Frankly, it's what I'm doing right now. It is self-promotion. I own Consumer Choice Award. Obviously, I'm very passionate about what we do, just as you own your company and are passionate about what you do. When you're out there talking about your company, you're telling people that you are good at what you do. What we at Consumer Choice Award do is enable you to take yourself out of that position and highlight the fact that consumers have said you're the best at what you do. That's an incredibly powerful statement for you to be able to make. So that's a little bit about who we are. I do want to spend some time on how we found you. So, we invited you to this webinar. You received a letter, something like this, that asked you to spend 45 minutes of your day listening to us. But there was a lot of work that went on behind the scenes prior to this. There's a methodology behind what we do. We really have a 4-step process that I want to at least highlight while we're on this webinar. So the 4 steps. The first thing we do is we select categories. We try to run about 250 categories in every market in which we do business. When I say try, in smaller markets, categories might tend to be consolidated. So someone, in a really big city, there might be several companies that do roofing and several companies that do siding. In a smaller market, it might be roofing and siding are combined. But again, we start out with 250 categories. We then go to business partners done in Bradstreet, Ipsos Reid. We use companies like Research Now, Survey Sampling International, Gallup, to help us find every company that we can find within those business categories. We then run those companies that we have found through a screen to qualify, to make sure that they're doing nothing illegal or, for lack of a better term, immoral. We certainly don't want to reward companies that are not doing business on the up and up. So we make sure that every business that is considered goes through a qualifying screen. And then lastly, and we've been doing this since we were founded in 1987, we rely on outside companies to help us rank the companies that we have found to really find the consumer preferred businesses in every business category in which we do. I want to spend a few minutes on that last section because we've made a big change that we're very, very pleased about. If you go all the way back to our when we were founded in 1987, all the way up through 2011, we were using primarily telephone surveys. We used a company called Remarketing, which is a very large polling organization out of Quebec, and they were doing telephone surveys for us. You know, I don't have to go into great detail, but telephone surveys really, even when we bought the company in 2009, we knew we're on the way out. So we were looking for a way to move into a different realm. What we did, we found a company called Survey Sampling International. They happened to be purchased while we were with them by a company called Dynata. They specialized in email surveys. So we shifted from telephone surveys to email surveys. Email surveys are where companies hire panels in cities to take the surveys. But again, I was always uncomfortable with surveys in general. There are, you know, there are criticisms about surveys, about their accuracy, et cetera. And in fact, I want to give you a story. I was actually looking at politics back in 2015. I was reading about the Alberta election. And for those of you who do follow politics in Canada, you'll know that Alberta primarily is always represented by the Conservatives. It's a conservative province. So either the federal Conservative Party or a party even more conservative than them generally wins the election. But lo and behold, in 2015, a complete shocker happened and the NDP won in Alberta. And sure enough, every polling organization, Leger, SSI, all of these survey companies got it wrong. There was one company that I read in this article called ASI, Advanced Symbolics International, that actually was using a completely different form of trying to understand behaviors. They were using the internet. They were looking at online data, and they were looking at exit polls and interviews, etc. And so it really intrigued me. So back in 2015, I went to Ottawa. I met with them. We talked about potentially what we do versus what they do. And frankly, we ran them in parallel for several years next to our survey process. But you know, we were so pleased with what they do, which is to basically measure online reputation, surveys, reviews, blogs, activity on your website, whether you use Facebook, whether you use different social media platforms. And we were really pleased with the fact that they are able to produce for us what we feel is much more accurate data. So we, in fact, shifted fully in 2020 to using ASI as the way that we rank companies. So that's a little bit about the methodology. There are videos on our website where you can look and get more detail, and also, you know, kind of companion pieces to this to give you more information. But basically, for your purposes of today, please understand that we have a very comprehensive, impartial process that should give you the certainty that knowing that you were not chosen in a popularity contest, just strictly on very little data. We employ companies to really research and find the consumer preferred business in each business category. And we really feel that we have found them, and the fact that you're on this call indicates that. So really that takes you to a fork in the road. Frankly, by the fact that you've been invited today and the fact that we've identified you as the consumer preferred business in your category in the Waterloo region for 2020-21, you have the right, frankly, to make that claim. You can say you're the Consumer Choice Award winning company in your category. You can self-promote. We don't sell, per se, the Consumer Choice Award. What we sell is marketing. As I mentioned up front, we make no bones about it. We're a marketing company. We're a marketing company that uses our products to help you, if you choose to, identify yourself as a Consumer Choice Award winning company. So again, you are the only company that either has the right to self-promote, that is, use your own words, don't use any of our products, but you can make the claim, or you're the only company that has the right to engage in a marketing program with us. We're not going to go to another company within your category and you have them be able to market that. In fact, you are the only company that has that option. Now, obviously, we feel there's many advantages. That's why we are what we are. We're a marketing company doing what we do to being aligned with our company. Let me take you through those. First of all, we feel it is the greatest differentiator against your competitors. Yours is the only company in the Waterloo region within your business category that can make the claim of being the best at what you do as identified by consumers. Again, I personally feel that's an incredibly powerful statement for you to be able to make. Secondly, it reinforces the purchase decision. People like to be associated with a winner. We all do it in life. We like winners. We gravitate toward them. It reinforces people purchasing goods and services from your company. And thirdly, and we feel this is really one of our greatest strengths, we are here to help you tell your story with that identification that you are a Consumer Choice Award winning company. It is very difficult to stand out in today's world. We live in a very busy, chaotic, media blitzed world. We give you the opportunity to associate yourself with the fact that consumers say you're the best at what you do, and we help you tell that story across all different forms of mediums so that you can get your message out there. So really what I'm going to talk about is marketing. Again, we're a marketing company. We sell marketing, and I'm going to go through what it is that we do that you can consider whether it makes sense for your business or not. So this is a pictorial that shows you all the things you have options to, and I'm going to go through these individually, but all of this is what we call the winner's circle. You're involved now with a group of companies that have the access to our marketing that we will run over the next 365 days in the Waterloo region to talk about your company and others like you. So we have kind of an entry-level program, for lack of a better term, called our signature program. We feel this is at least what you should consider to tell people about your award-winning company. Let me take you through the components of that. The first component is obviously our trademark. Our trademark is our first product, if you will. It has value. It has value because, frankly, we've invested time, effort, and a lot of money over the last 33 years to get this logo to be identified with business excellence. And we're offering you the opportunity to tie your great brand, your great logo to ours. So, we're not full of ourselves enough to think, well, it's nothing more than a logo. It is just a logo, to be very candid with you, but it's a logo that has been worked on for 33 years. And we thought it might be very powerful to show you what our award-winning companies have done with this logo. I'm going to apologize up front because the only negative about using GoToWebinar, we show videos on this platform. They're not the greatest. They lag a little bit. I will assure you, we will send you links to all of them so you can watch them cleanly. But again, I do think it is important that you see them within the context of this presentation. So this is a video that we put together from a social media campaign that we ran with our winners in 2017. And it's a video that shows, and I can't seem to find, there we go. It's going to show it. It shows what they do with our logo. So kind of ironically, the first thing I show you is not something that we do from a marketing point of view. This is actually what the winners of our award over the last several years have done with our logo. And really the purpose of teeing this up is to say that you have access to it. You have access to do whatever you like with it to identify yourself as an award-winning company. And because we're dealing with award-winning companies, as you can see by the video, we have lots of really creative ways that our winners come up with using this logo to identify themselves and separate themselves from their competitors. The second thing we do for every company within our signature program is we produce for you a custom winner video. Each and every year we produce a 30-second video. It is a template, but it's an adjustable template. We work with you to come up with different color schemes, different music. We work with you to come up with specific things about your company that we can highlight in it. So I'm going to show you this year's video, and then I'll talk a little bit about what you can alter. So this is the first piece of content that we produce for all of our winners. And you're going to hear the word content quite a bit from here forward. So why do we do this? Well, first of all, we believe very strongly in video. You're going to hear that throughout this presentation because, again, in 2020, people are online and they are on websites and they are looking for content. People prefer to watch video over reading content, and video also helps you from an SEO point of view. So we produce this video for you, we give it to you, you put it on your website, we urge you to link it to our website. As you saw the colors and the music that you just saw, you get to customize that with us. We work with you on a couple of key phrases, keywords that again can be linked to your website to help you from a search point of view, and we produce that video and give it to you. The next thing we do is we create a landing page on our website about your company. And we put together a web page profile. On our website, there is a video about this. I'm not going to show it here, but I am going to highlight a couple of key things. So, first of all, the key features of it. It validates your award. So think of it this way. Think of the business transaction. Let's say you're in Waterloo region, you're in a rainy season, you need a roof. Your roof is leaking. You are ready to buy now. So what you would do is what consumers do. They would go online, they would type in roofers, Waterloo region, or Cambridge, or Kitchener, or whatever it is, and they would find companies. Again, I'm going to talk about that in this presentation. We make great efforts to help them find your website. But when they find your website, yours would, if you were that roofer, would be the only roofer in Waterloo region that has this award. So it validates your award. They would come to that website. That website would be linked to ours. It would validate that award. Again, it helps you from a searchability point of view because yours is tied to our website on this landing page. That's another backlink, which helps from your searchability point of view. So people are better able to find that particular, in that example, that roofing company in Waterloo region. It has your contact information, and in fact, it's linked to your website so they can go directly to make that sale. It also has what I just showed you, that custom video, which again helps you to articulate who it is that you are. Also another backlink, which helps you from a searchability point of view. So really what we're doing is we're doing things to enhance your SEO. We're creating backlinks for you to and from the Consumer Choice website, which is a highly trafficked website in Canada, which helps you from an SEO point of view. Our website is designed to have an easy flow, and throughout the entire website or landing page is a contact form that basically provides a lead to your website. It also provides something called WOMO reviews. That's not a typo. WOMO is something that I'm going to actually talk about in the next couple of slides, so I'll defer for a second. Customer engagement. CCA provides you with a tool with your association in our signature program to something that we call WOMO, word of mouth online. This is basically a tool that we developed internally to help you monitor your online reputation. So basically what WOMO is, it's a cloud-based management console. And that's a lot of internet jargon, but let me break it down to its simplest form. WOMO enables you to send an email to your customers and ask them, would they recommend your company? If they respond, they'll respond back to a question that asks, would you recommend my company? They'll recommend you or not recommend you, and they'll give a numerical rating. We look at that numerical rating as a positive or negative review. If it's 8, 9, and 10, it's a positive review. If it's 0 through 7, it was what we call a negative review. So you get both in a response back with this tool. So what about negative feedback? Well, again, I own this company. I don't relish negative feedback about Consumer Choice Award, but I really do want to know if it's out there, because if it's out there, it means I have a problem that I need to correct. What WOMO does is it's a proactive tool for you as a business owner to ask your customers if you're doing a good job and finding both positive and negative situations. If you get a negative response back, it gives you a great opportunity to turn that negative into a positive, which I feel is a very strong tactic that really people do appreciate. Positive reviews. Well, what this tool will do, is also seek out positive information. It'll help try to guide people to do Google reviews, etc. But people sometimes are reticent to do that. So what we have done with WOMO, and tying it back to the web page profile, is WOMO automatically, if you get a positive review, it automatically posts that positive review to your landing page on our website. So you are developing a repository for positive feedback on our website, a separate website from your own, where again, you can create all kind of backlinks that help you from a search point of view. The next thing we do in our signature program is we do a press release. Sometime later this fall, we're going to do a press release. We do it on AccessWire, which is one of the top 100,000 sites in the world in terms of traffic. It's a news site, and really it's a site where other websites go for content. So we can't guarantee whether that content is picked up by other websites, but what we can guarantee is that your message is out there again to the internet at large. And what you're able to do with that information is you're able to take it just like we do. We're going to share it on our Facebook, on our Instagram, on all of our social media. You can do the same with yours. And again, it creates all kind of great backlinks. I keep saying the word backlinks because that is, again, is something that really helps you from an organic search point of view. The last piece of the signature program is we have a YouTube component. So again, because we created a video for you, we took it to the next level this year, and this is new for 2020-21. And basically, we have put together an 8-week program where we guarantee you that we will show your video, that 30-second video that I showed you, and it will get 5,000 views. So let me explain what a view is and explain to you how we do this. So first of all, a view. For those of you who've used YouTube and seen that there is advertising on YouTube, you'll know that there is a skip ad button that exists, and it runs, I think it goes after like 6 or 7 seconds. So if somebody hits skip ad and don't watch your ad, that is not a view. That is an impression that you get, but it is not a view. So 8 weeks of 5,000 views means over an 8-week period, we're going to target and get for you and guarantee you 5,000 views. Frankly, if we don't get it in the 8 weeks, we continue to run it until we do get the guarantee of 5,000 views. But we don't just put it out there at large on any website. We work with you to target who your target audience is, where you want to run it. So let's say you have a business that is very geographically focused. So in other words, you're a massage therapy place where people only come to you, let's say 1 kilometer or 2 from your business. We will only run those ads a kilometer or two from your geographic location. You also get to pick what 8-week window it is when you want to run those ads. So again, that's guarantee of 8 weeks, 5,000 views. So in summary, this is kind of our entry-level program, which is our signature program. We give you use of our trademark. We provide a plaque for your place of business. Promotional materials for you to put and send out that basically identify you as a Consumer Choice Award-winning company. We build a landing page on our website. We do a press release about you. We put together a branding video. You have access to our tool, Womo. And as I just mentioned, we do a YouTube 5,000 guaranteed views during an 8-week program using that branding video. Everything we do is designed, as a reminder, to help you stand out in the crowd. Yours is the only company in the Waterloo region that can make this claim and also access this marketing to help you identify yourself differently than your competitors. So that was our signature program. We don't stop there, though. We provide tools for you to continue to tell people about your award-winning company if you want to expand your reach. The first area we do this is in traditional advertising. One thing we've discovered, and again, it's kind of ironic right now because traffic actually is significantly down. And when I say traffic, I mean physical traffic, not internet traffic. Internet traffic is significantly up. But physical traffic, we all know it will return as we return to more normalcy. And when it does, this is something I see all across Canada. Traffic exists and people complain about it. It's a big driver in our life because we are stuck in traffic a lot. Well, we at Consumer Choice Award have come to embrace some elements of traffic, and particularly buses. Buses that sit at every red light, seemingly at every stop sign, blocking us from going to where we want to go, but it provides us with a great opportunity to advertise our award-winning companies. And we've had great success over the years in all markets across Canada, working with you to either use one of our templated ads or a specific custom creative to tell commuting consumers about your business. We also do a ton of incremental online advertising. Online advertising is growing exponentially. It had been even prior to COVID, but COVID has dramatically accelerated because people are home and they're online much more. And we work with several elements of internet-based advertising. First is with the Google Display Network. Well, the Google Display Network really reaches the majority of online consumers. It's really how business is done today. For those of you who are not 100% familiar with what a Google ad is, a Google Display Network ad is, if you go to any website you go to, look at the ads, and if they have a little blue triangle in the corner, that is a Google Display ad, just to show you the real estate that we're going after. So we work with you, again, not just to put ads out across the internet at large, but to target the right person, that is your target market, at the right time with the right message. And we come up with the right creative for you to get your message out to your target audience on the internet. We don't stop there, though. We go then to Facebook. Why do we go to Facebook? Well, it's the #2 site. It's the #1 mobile site. So it is the social media platform, the biggest, that is used by people who use mobile phones. It's also engaged. Again, when I say engaged, it's the type of social media platform that people spend the most time on. When people are on Facebook, they spend a long time on it, again, because they're going through lots of different things in social media. So it's the #2 site overall, it's the #1 mobile site, and it's the most engaged site out there. It's also social, so people can share things, they can share ads, they share stories, so it's a great way to have your message travel throughout Facebook. The next area we deal with is Instagram. Now, again, I'm in my 60s, and like a lot of older people, once upon a time thought Instagram was just for kids, and I've come very much to understand that that's not the case. Instagram is a tremendous business tool. It enables you to strengthen new relationships, grow new relationships, with a completely different demographic and newer, younger demographic. Tell your story, promote your company. There are 28 million businesses that use Instagram across North America. It's a growing social media platform. So we call this kind of the CCA Digital Platform program. Again, to reiterate, we don't just put your message out to the internet at large. We work with you to come up with the right person at the right time with the right message. We do that on the Google Display Network, on Facebook. I mentioned earlier YouTube with the YouTube program, and then again Instagram. And what we do is we do tailored targeting to your target audience. And depending upon how far you want to go, we can either guarantee you, and everything I'm going to say now is a guarantee, we can guarantee you 8 to 52 weeks worth of coverage. We can guarantee you 500,000 all the way up to 15 million impressions. That is impressions of your target audience that will see your logo on our ads. And we can guarantee you all the way up to 50,000 views, again, depending upon how far you want to go. It produces direct leads for your company. So we're not just looking to get your message out there, we're trying to get it to your target audience so you can access people who are interested in buying your goods and services. Everything I've talked up till this point has really been B2C, business to consumer. If you happen to be a B2B, business to business company, we offer programs for you to advertise on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is really the social media platform for business to business communication. It's really the #1 platform for lead generation within B2B businesses. It's housed with really all professionals, and 4 out of 5 members drive business decisions. So in other words, real business decisions are driven, and real business activity is done over LinkedIn. It's a great place for you to advertise your services if you're a B2B business. The last piece of the puzzle in terms of internet coverage is Google Remarketing, and we offer you the ability to do the following. So as I've already highlighted, we do a ton of work to try to get people to your website. We create all kind of backlinks to help you raise your profile and get you further up the Google food chain, get you on page 1 of Google. We also run ads to have people understand that your company is offering your goods and services to your target market. We're doing tons of work to get people to your website. What we want to do is, if we're doing that much hard work to get them there, is when they leave your site, is to remind them about your company. When they leave your site and go off to the internet at large, what Google Remarketing is advertising to people who have come to your site, been marked with a cookie so that we know that they're there, and then reminding them about your company so that they ultimately will come back, sorry, I pushed the button too fast, come back to your site and be reminded about your company. The last piece of the puzzle, and I've got about 10 minutes here left in the 45 minutes that we carved out with you. I really want to emphasize that we are huge believers at Consumer Choice Award in video. And the reason is, if I haven't made it clear, is we really believe dramatically in trying to help our winners raise their profile on Google and all the other search engines. And one of the greatest ways to do that is to make sure you have great video content on your website. So we offer several different offerings. These are, frankly, they're fancy names for basically a bit longer videos. An influencer would be a 15-second video, which is really just meant to give a quick bit of information. An explainer would be 30 seconds, a little bit longer. A mission statement might be a 60-second video, and an industry, what we call an industry, is a 2-minute video, so we offer all these different components. And I'm going to show you a couple of examples. Again, I apologize. These are not the best way to show them, but I think, again, it's important for you to see these videos, and don't necessarily look at the videos as something, for example, we're trying to sell you a specific video. What I want to show you is the breadth and depth and differences of all the different videos that we create. We work with you to come up with what the right look is, the right sound, the right message. So I'm going to show you 3 different examples, and then I'll talk about those. So the first one is a 15-second video. Okay, and the next video is a 30-second video. And again, the biggest thing to look for is the amount of information that can be shown, the difference in sound, look, feel, and all other components. Okay, and the last one, I'm really going to take a risk here. I'm going to show you a 2-minute video. I'm doing this on purpose because I think it's a great video, but more importantly, I want you to really focus on the amount of content that is able to be delivered in 2 minutes on this video. I'll come back afterwards. Okay, so I appreciate your patience on that. I know it's a difficult forum to watch a 2-minute video, but again, if you think of the content that was shown there. M&T Print, which I know is a Southwestern Ontario company, which is tremendous. And if they're on the call, hi guys, if you're out there. But really what they were able to do is identify their company, their history, the number of locations that they have. They talked about their awards that they have won. They put in customer reviews, and they were able to launch a new product, all within 2 minutes. It's pretty phenomenal what you can do in 2 minutes of video, and it is really a great salesperson for you to have sitting on your website. So really, I've gone through at a relatively high level the things that we offer you as a part of the Winner's Circle. It's really up to you as to how far you would want to be involved, if you did in fact want to be involved, but you have access to all kind of different ways to tell your story about your award-winning company to the good folks in Southwestern Ontario. Basically, this is a summary of what we have to offer. Really, if you look at it visually, what we're talking about is a way for you to blanket your market, depending on the degree that you want to go with, over all the way up to 52 weeks with the message that your company is an award-winning company. We'll produce this for you and send it out to you. It really helps you determine, what makes sense for your business. Also, don't fear. I mentioned we have all different kind of products and pricing. We're very proud, actually, of our pricing because we use our purchasing power to help our award-winning companies do from a marketing point of view, which might be very difficult for you to do on your own. So we'll send this out to you electronically. It gives you all of our program offerings, all of our pricing, and all the important dates coming up for the Waterloo region. Now, again, I've gone through everything relatively quickly and at a relatively high level. I'm asking my partners to come on board here. There is Jared and Aiden. I'll ask them to introduce themselves.
Hey guys, I'm Jarrett Mitchell. I've been working the Waterloo region for the last 3 years. First of all, I want to thank you all for joining us on this call. And, I want to congratulate you for your business excellence. I really look forward to connecting with you. I'm going to make myself available over the next couple of weeks, either by phone or web chat or safely in person as well. And I'll put this over to Aiden.
Yeah, hi, my name's Aiden. I've been working with the company only for a couple of months now. But I've grown up with CCA for over 10 years. It's my first time working in the Tri-City area, and I'm really looking forward to hopefully meeting you guys and working with everyone. So yeah, congratulations again.
Okay, thanks guys. You can now cut yourself off there. There you go. Okay, so again, really their job, our MDMs who are, really knowledgeable about our programs, their job over the next several weeks, if you want to, is to meet with you to talk specifically about our programs and your company and to see if there is a fit. So that is our 45 minutes of fame. It looks like I did it in 42 or 43 minutes. We really appreciate your time. We know you're busy, and we know that it's a busy world, but hopefully there was something within this presentation today that will enable you to, think about the fact that yours is an award-winning company and you have a great opportunity over the coming year. We hope you decide to do so, and if you do, we look forward to working with you. So thank you again for your time. Have a great day. Stay safe, and let's keep continuing to, work to make our worlds a little more normal again as they once were. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.